An almost 50-year ban on rhino horn trade has done little to stop poaching in South Africa. Rhino horn is used for traditional medicine and as a symbol of wealth and status in Asian countries. Efforts to dehorn animals have provided some protection, but haven't entirely stopped the killing.
We are losing the war. We are still losing over 500 rhino a year. The majority of those rhino are being killed on state and provincial reserves. And if it wasn't for the incredibly successful conservation efforts by the private sector, our population would be in a severe decline.
South Africa holds 80 tons of horn in state and private reserves, which has been the subject of much controversy. According to a new report by the EMS Foundation, the horns are not properly secured, fueling the crisis further.
There doesn't seem to be a way to protect those horns once they're in the stockpiles. So the interceptions that have happened, where they've managed to see where the rhino horn is from, has pointed back to South Africa to a large degree, and it's from the legal stockpiles.
Fewer than 15,000 rhinos are left in South Africa today, which is home to half the continent's black rhino and the largest white rhino herd. EMS believes the country must immediately put an end to stockpiling.
You're giving it a value by protecting it, by cutting it off and protecting it, spending millions on protecting it in these secure vaults. So you're saying it's actually got a value, you're giving it a value. If you destroy it all, which is what they did in Kenya, they did it in New York, they've done it in lots of countries and places where there's been stockpiles, it sends out a message that the rhino horn is valueless.
Rhino owners are, however, holding out hope of one day having the CITES ban overturned to claw back more than $100 million spent every year on keeping their herds safe.
The intention would be that by applying a trade proposal with those consumer countries, as I indicated, we're able to bring in excess of 80 billion rand into the South African economy, which can then go a long way to achieving key performance areas such as transformation, job creation, and ultimately, and most importantly, saving rhinos' lives.
Rhinos were almost hunted to the brink of extinction in the 1950s and 60s and could be staring down the same barrel. South Africa is expected to make a last-ditch attempt to have trade legalized before the end of 2030, which it believes will kill the thriving black market and end poaching. Julie Shara, CGTN, Cape Town.